The North Trail has a kind of silence that gets under your skin. Not peaceful, not calming. It's the kind that makes you aware of every tiny sound you make. Because out there, sound travels too far. A single step can carry for miles. A snapped branch doesn't just break, it echoes. That night, it was just me in the snow. Step, crunch, step, crunch. Same rhythm I'd fallen into after months of patrols. It almost becomes comforting, that repetition. Something to hold on to when everything else feels empty. But the emptiness was wrong. No birds. No distant animals. Not even the wind moving through the trees. Just me. And then, crunch. I stopped mid-step. Another crunch followed. But I hadn't moved. I frowned, standing still, listening hard. Sometimes the terrain plays tricks. Ice and snow can bounce sound back at you. I'd heard my own footsteps echo before. So I tested it. I took one slow step forward. Crunch. Then, crunch. Same timing. Same weight. Too perfect. I stayed still again. The forest went completely quiet. And then, from somewhere behind me, crunch. Not delayed, not fading. Separate. Something else was walking. My chest tightened. I turned slowly, scanning the trees behind me. The mist hung low, thin and pale, blurring the distance. Every shadow looked stretched, wrong somehow. "Hello?" I called out. My voice carried out farther than I expected, disappearing into the trees. No answer. I told myself it was probably an animal, maybe someone off trail. Still, something about it didn't sit right. I started walking again, a little faster now. Crunch, crunch. Then behind me, crunch, crunch, matching me, step for step. I cut off the trail suddenly, pushing into the trees. If something was following, I'd see it move. Branches brushed against my shoulders as I moved through. Boots sinking deeper into untouched snow. The cold air burned in my lungs. The mist shifted with the wind, making shapes flicker in and out. I stopped, waited. Nothing. Then, crunch. Closer. I turned sharply, heart starting to pound. Still nothing. Just trees. Just fog. I exhaled, trying to steady myself. And that's when I noticed something ahead. A figure. Standing still between the trees. Too still. I squinted, trying to make sense of it. Slowly, I lifted my binoculars, and my stomach dropped. It was me. Same jacket, same pack, same stance, even the way the head tilted slightly to one side. I lowered the binoculars a little. The figure did the same. My mouth went dry. I raised them again. It raised them too. Perfectly synced. I forced myself to breathe out slowly. A cloud of white fog left my mouth. But the figure? Nothing. No breath. No movement. Just still. Like it wasn't alive at all. I felt something cold settle deep in my chest. Then it smiled. Not wide, not exaggerated. Just enough to notice. Enough to feel wrong. I took a step back. It didn't copy me this time. It just stood there, watching. Then, without warning, it moved. Fast. Too fast. It came straight at me. But the way it ran, it wasn't right. Its arms jerked forward stiffly, its body snapping into motion, like it didn't understand how movement worked. I didn't wait. I turned and ran. Branches hit my arms and face, boots slipping on ice. My breathing got loud, uneven. Behind me, crunch, crunch, crunch. Always there, always close. Then I heard it. Hey! I froze for half a second. That was my voice. Exactly my voice. Over here! It came from the left this time. Too close. I moved the other way without thinking. Wrong way! Now from the right. Closer. It wasn't chasing me blindly. It knew where I was going. The trees started to thin out. I could see the trail again. And beyond it, the station lights. I ran harder, ignoring the pain in my legs. The door slammed behind me as I stumbled inside. I locked it quickly, hands shaking more than I wanted to admit. Silence. No footsteps. No voice. Nothing. I stood there for a long time before I worked up the nerve to look outside. In the snow, right up to the door, footprints. My footprints. But they only went one way. There were no tracks leaving. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat there, listening. And now, even days later, something feels off.